Hello everybody, welcome back to some Skyrim Special Edition. Uh, Picking up kind of where we left off. We're actually back at Serethi Farms, because I went to the Eldergleam Sanctuary, and out and around there is a fuck ton of Jazzbay grapes, so I figured I would grab them. Brought you 20 Jazzbay grapes.
Fantastic! I was concerned I had asked for too many, but I'm glad to see you proved me wrong. Let me at least give you something for your efforts. Finding all of these couldn't have been easy. Or cheap.
No, I mean, it was pretty cheap.
It's so good to see
since I didn't actually buy any of them. But, as for easy, I did have to fight a dragon. I've also actually fought two dragons set in between these two parts. You may think that I didn't do a whole lot in between the parts to fight two dragons, and you would be correct. I fought one while gathering the Jazzbay grapes, and then I decided to see if I could buy bear pelts. I got two.
I could make my deliveries more often.
But then I got when I fast traveled to Riverwood, I got attacked by another dragon. So to see if the trader there had anything, and he did. So I did get one at least for fighting the dragon, but still overall not probably worth it. And then I didn't go back to. Also found out that Bane Dalton now walks around naked for some reason. You also have these. Before the birth of men, the dragons ruled all Mundus. Their word was the voice, and they spoke only for true needs. For the voice could not blot out the sky and flood the land. So these are more or less the markers for the 7,000 steps, and there's some amount of them. Oh, still my healing. But yeah, there's some amount of them all the way up here. I really need to get better armor. Maybe in between this part and next part, I'll actually grind out some smithing and make myself some better stuff. But yeah, there's some amount of them there. God, if we run into the frost troll, I'm so fun. And if you find all of them, you actually get a little bonus. It's not a very good bonus because it is temporary and doesn't last super long, from what I recall. I could be wrong. We'll see, obviously, once we get up there, or once we get it, assuming that we do. I don't think that any of them are super hidden, but if I recall correctly, there is, I think, one that's slightly hidden. But yeah, so in between parts, I went back to Whiterun. I dumped a bunch of stuff in there, and now, unfortunately, because of the dragon bones and scales, I'm almost maxed out in my inventory again, but that's fine. We shouldn't pick up too much here.
Don't go setting the place on fire, okay?
What are you doing?
I like to spend time up here. Walk the steps. Meditate on the emblems. Doesn't hurt when I bag some game along the way.
Do you visit the Greybeards?
They're not the sort to take visitors. But I never go that high up the path anyway. Some folk who make the trip leave them food or other essentials, but not to make conversation.
Did you hear the Greybeards called Dovahkiin?
I did. Strange days when the monks will do that. I wonder what it means.
Yeah, me too. Good emblem too. Men were born and spread over the face of Mundus. The dragons presided over the crawling masses. Men were weak then and had no voice. So as long as we keep getting them in order, we should be fine. But yeah, I said, I don't remember how many there are or what you get for it. All I know is that you get some kind of passive boost when you get it, but it's not permanent. And therefore fairly worthless, if I recall. Once again, now, could be wrong. Oh. Ooh, that did. Ooh, this is, oof. Ouch. Yikes. Like, you do want me to go up here, right? What does this do? Carrying capacity. Stop with the fucking carrying capacity and it says strength. Oh, I forgot to dump that off. Weak fear poison. Frenzy, well that won't help. Resist fire. Go. I will take all of that. Now here's the thing. We ran into that guy there. Because I can't remember where the troll spawns. Because I know that a troll can spawn up here if you're the right level, which we may very well be. I don't know what level are we. Level 13. Yeah, we might be a high enough level for the troll to spawn. Which would be bad, considering how much damage that cat did. Although I did say that the cats do a lot of damage, which they do. The last one we fought didn't seem to, but that one sure as fuck kicked my ass a little bit. Yeah, I definitely. Oh, well, there's an enemy. Oh, that's fine. Oh, it's an ice one. This will help. Let's heal up. Goat had an amethyst on it. Take the hide. I'll leave the horns. Because while goat horns are important once you build once you start building your own house, they're worthless outside of that. Now I think there's also one more pilgrim, I guess if you want to call him that, that we'll meet along the way. Thistle branch, gold. I didn't even look in the other ones to see if there's anything. Good, number 3. The fledgling spirits of men were strong in old times, unafraid to war with dragons and their voices, but the dragons only shouted them down and broke their hearts. So this is basically a history lesson on these tablets. We might be good for the troll then, because I think the troll spawns here, if I'm not mistaken, because I remember having a fairly low level character, but I had the Flame Atronach spell, and I remember hiding in these rocks and just summoning the Atronach to fight it for me. Could be wrong, but I think that's where the troll spawns anyway. Granted, it's a snowy mountain. Odds are there's a few areas that look basically the same, so. I'm also curious, like, because it's 7,000 steps, right? Like, that's what this is called. But I'm curious if it's supposed to take you 7,000 steps to get there, or if there's 7,000 like steps like this. Like there's 7,000 specific steps, like specifically steps. Yeah, there's the other one. Maybe it's here where the troll spawns. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Not like it matters.
Need something?
Who are you?
Just a pilgrim. I'd prefer to leave it at that, if you don't mind.
What are you doing?
Walking the steps, meditating on the emblems. I make this trip every few years.
Did you hear the Greybeards call Dovahkiin?
I was just outside Iverstead when it happened. It's an exciting moment. Nothing like this has happened in centuries.
Number 4? Yeah. Kain called on Parthenax, who pitied man. Together they taught men to use the voice. Then dragon war raged, dragon against tongue. Forgot that Kain actually did stuff back then. I mean, I guess they all of the divines in that technically were probably doing stuff back then. Same with the Daedra princes. They all tend to do stuff at all points. Got another enemy coming up, and there's the troll. That is probably going to kick our ass. Hey, you want to like drop down here and take a bunch of fall damage or something? Nope, just keep backing up. Just keep backing up so that it can't hit me, hopefully. Because it wouldn't surprise me to be one-shotted at this point. Oh, here goes like all of my magic. Alright. Do I have any? I do not. Oh, that's a shame. Well, it didn't one-shot me. In fact, it may have done less damage than the ice troll, so... Or, not the ice troll, the ice... or the snowy saber cat. That's what it's called. So overall, not bad. And as you may have noticed, I did finally put... I was actually carrying a torch the entire time, but I forgot that the torch is in miscellaneous. And not in weapons or anything that would make sense that you could equip it, so... But I finally got it on there. For 5, man prevailed, shouting Oldwin out of the world, proving for all that their voice too was strong, although their sacrifices were manyfold. You know, I never really understood the whole, being able to banish something from the world, but not kill it. If you were strong enough to send it into another dimension, send it forward in time, as they did with this one, how are you not strong enough to just kill it? I don't know. It happens in, a lot of things where it's like, haha, we sealed you away for, a billion years, but now it's out, and we need to find a way to kill it. It's like, if you had the power to seal it away for that long, how did you not kill it? Number 6. Yes. With roaring tongues, the Sky Children conquer, founding the first empire with sword and voice, whilst the dragons withdrew from this world. I think I see a bear up ahead. Probably also not... No, it was just a rock. That makes sense that it didn't attack us right away then. I mean, we're doing good finding these things so far. Maybe it was just, I don't remember if there was... The tongues at Red Mountain went away humbled. Jurgen Windcaller began his 7-year meditation to understand how strong voices could fail. The tongues at Red... Oh, I'm assuming they lost to the Dark Elves then? When they attacked? But yeah, I don't know. Maybe there isn't any that are really hidden, and I just never bothered to find them, because they don't seem to be very hidden. Oh, I've also increased the brightness a lot, but I don't know if that's noticeable. Jurgen Windcaller chose silence in return. The 17 disputants could not shout him down. Jurgen the Calm built his home on the throat of the world. So he had 17 other people who could use shouts, and just dealt with them, I guess. I would say that's impressive, but I mean, considering how strong the Dragonborn gets, it's quite possibly not that impressive. Because I mean, you fight the whatchamacallits, the Overlord Draugrs. For years all silent, the Greybeards spoke one name, Tibur Septum. Stripling then was summoned to Hrothgar. They blessed and named him Dovahkiin. And then our last one should be right up here at High Hrothgar. Or, I mean, almost there. Why wouldn't you put it whatever. The voices worship, follow the inner path, speak only in true need. There we go. We got our thing called Voice of the Sky. Animals will neither attack nor flee from you for 1 day. Which, like I said, it's fairly worthless. It would be different if it was permanent, but at the same time having animals not attack you, considering how many things are under, the banner of animal, it would be a fairly overpowered ability. But at the same time, having it only for 24 hours makes it pretty worthless. But either way, this here is where people leave everything for them who come up here. And in here we just have Clement supplies. We'll pop that in there. And then once we're done with these guys, we can return to Clement. And turn that quest in. But they summoned me, so let's go chat them up, shall we? Now, I don't think that there's anything special to pick up in here, which may seem weird, but...
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age.
I'm answering your summons.
We will see if you truly have the gift. Show us, Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice. Poof!
You good?
Dragonborn, it is you. Welcome to High Hrothgar. I am Master Arngir. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here?
I'm answering your summon. Oh, don't call him Master. Come on. I refuse to call him Master, so I want to find out what it means to be Dragon.
We are here to guide you in that pursuit, just as the Greybeards have sought to guide those of the dragon blood that came before you.
You mean I'm not the only Dragonborn?
You are not the first. There have been many of the dragon blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind. Whether you are the only Dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know. You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say.
Okay, so who are you and what is this place?
We are the Greybeards, followers of the Way of the Voice. You stand in High Hrothgar, on the slopes of Kinarith's sacred mountain. Here we commune with the voice of the sky and strive to achieve balance between our inner and outer selves.
Okay, well, I'm ready to learn.
You have shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in Unrelenting Force. Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply. Ro.
Okie. So yeah, it's also a good idea to do at least some of these quests, because these guys do teach you quite a few words. I think they teach you the last 2 words to your Unrelenting Force. They teach you 1 word to at least 1 word to Whirlwind Sprint, and another one that
Learning a word of
Clear Skies.
is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Ro.
See, I feel like they didn't really think through how, like, the logic behind how you learn the shouts.
Let us see how quickly you can master your new thum.
Okay, what, you want me?
Use your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear.
Oh, whoops.
Go!
Because, yeah, like, learning them from Dragon Souls is one thing, but then, like, these guys can also allow you
Again.
to learn the spell, or not the spell, to learn the shout through them. So it's just like, I don't know. It just doesn't track, you know? Like, if there was a different way of doing it, like, if you had a shout and killed the dragon, then you would absorb its knowledge of that word, or, like, killing dragons, like, each dragon would maybe use a different shout, or something, and you would learn the words just from killing them. Like, if the word walls weren't a thing and you were just learning from killing dragons, or, like, I don't know.
You show great promise, Dragonborn. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori.
Because, yeah, it's... I don't know. Because here's the thing, right? Having it so that you learn it using the souls of dragons, you're supposed to be tapping into the dragon's knowledge using its soul, right? To learn the shout. But if that's true, you're using that dragon's knowledge to learn shouts that the dragon itself doesn't use on you, even though it's stronger than what they're using, right? Like, the only shouts that the dragons ever use on you are, like, flame and frost breath. I don't think that there's even one that uses lightning. Even, although, is there a lightning breath? I think there's, well, maybe there isn't. I don't know. Either way, it makes very little sense that they use those purely.
Which means whirlwind.
I don't know. It's one of those things where you just kind of ignore it, but if you actually think of it, it makes no sense, you know? Because using the dragon's souls would indicate that that every dragon knows every shout, considering that you can use the soul to unlock any shout, right? Now, I think that before we can even unlock our house, that's up there somewhere, I don't fucking know, and get the clear skies shout, there's one more quest that we have to do for these guys to find a horn or something.
Will demonstrate Whirlwind Sprint. Then it will be your turn.
Okie dokie.
Master Bori. X. Now it's your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your Whirlwind Sprint to pass through before it closes.
Okie dokie.
X.
Right in the wolf guy. Alright, what you got?
Your quick mastery of a new Thum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself.
I don't know how I do it. It just happens.
You were given this gift by the gods for a reason. It is up to you to determine how best to use it. You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jurgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ostengrav. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return.
Why are the dragons returning? Does it have something to do with me?
No doubt, the appearance of a Dragonborn at this time is not an accident. Your destiny is surely bound up with the return of the dragons. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear.
See, I don't think that's true. Because here's the thing, right? Dragonborn is just a person with dragon blood. Theoretically, there could be a few of us out there. He even said that he doesn't know that we're the only Dragonborn right now. But the only way that you're going to know if you're a Dragonborn is to find a word wall and unlock and kill a dragon, right? I mean, obviously you could find out if you're a Dragonborn by coming up here and talking to these guys, but you're not going to have any indication that you're a Dragonborn. So unless just a random person decides to come up to these guys and see, I mean, they're not going to know that they're a Dragonborn. Like, the only reason we found out is because we learned the word, and then we killed the dragon, right? So it's like, it makes sense that we found out, but at the same time, nobody else would find out. Now, the special effect that happens when we learn a word from a word wall, I don't know how much of that is just for our benefit and how much of that is something that the character themselves actually sees.
High
Because if the
above,
character themselves sees
voice
it,
within.
obviously they could put up a word wall and just have people look at it and see it. You know, just like write the word anywhere and just see if anybody's like, hey, I know what that says.
Sky.
But anyway,
No doubt. You should
yeah, I'm
focus
just going to
on
skip through
honing
that.
your
Oh,
voice,
it doesn't actually.
and
What does
soon
it
your
mean to
path
be
will made
Dragonborn?
clear. Dragons have the inborn ability to learn and project their voice. Dragons also are able to absorb the power of their slain brethren. A few mortals are born with similar abilities. Whether a gift or a curse has been a matter of debate down through the centuries. What you have already learned in a few days took even the most gifted of us years to achieve. Some believe that Dragonborn are sent into the world by the gods at times of great need. We will speak more of that later, when you are ready.
I mean, I don't know why it would be a curse. Like, there's no real downside to it. I mean, why are shouts in the dragon language?
Dragons have always been able to shout. Language is intrinsic to their very being. There is no difference in the dragon tongue between debating and fighting. Shouting comes as naturally to a dragon as breathing or speaking. In mythic times, when mortal kind was in great need, the goddess Kinnereth granted us the ability to speak as dragons do. For most people, long years of training are required to learn even the simplest shout. But for you, the dragon speech is in your blood, and you learn it almost without effort.
There are only 4 of you?
5. Our leader, Parthenax, lives alone on the peak of the throat of the world. When your voice can open the path, you will know you are ready to speak to him.
When can I meet your leader, Parthenax?
As I said, you will know you are ready when your voice can open the path to him.
Tell me about the Greybeards.
We study the way of the voice, according to the teachings of our founder, Jurgen. Very few are permitted to study with us here at High Hrothgar. But in your case, Dragonborn, it is a privilege to guide you towards mastery of your voice.
Why don't the others talk?
Their voices are too powerful for anyone not trained in the way to withstand. Even a whisper could kill you.
Now, here's my problem with that, right? If the only way to actually use shouts is to use the dragon language, couldn't they just speak English or Common, whatever the fuck they call the language here? And it would just be them talking? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So what is the way of the voice?
The voice was a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance.
But I don't follow your philosophy. Why help me learn the voice?
The Dragonborn is an exception to all the rules. The dragon blood itself is a gift of the gods. If we accept one gift, how can we deny the other? As Dragonborn, you have received the ability to shout directly from Akatosh. We therefore seek to guide you on the proper use of your gift, which transcends the restrictions which bind other mortals.
Okay, so who is Jurgen Windcaller?
He was a great war leader of the ancient Nords, a master of the voice, or tongue. After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat. He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. Jurgen Windcaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was born.
Okay.
Breath and focus.
Sure. So yeah, this here, I guess our house is along this path somewhere, which leads us further up the mountain. Now, unfortunately, getting close to this, oof, you'll see. It stuns you, it drains your stamina so you can't walk, and it does 25 points of frost damage a second, apparently. Now, whether or not getting up to 100% frost resistance would allow you to walk up there, I don't know. I imagine even though it's considered frost damage, its damage isn't.
You there. You're the one they call Dragonborn.
The Greybeards seem to think so.
Then it is too late. The lie has already taken root in the hearts of men. So we shall expose to them the falseness in their hearts by tearing out yours, deceiver. When Lord Mirak appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him. Time to die.
So yeah, these are cultists. I don't actually know how strong they are. Pretty strong. I don't even know if I have any more potions left. I do have a couple. And actually one that I made myself. Now thankfully, I do have guards with me. Who will should do some pretty good damage. So yeah, now that I'm level whatever, these guys have tracked me down. This is for the Dragonborn DLC. Take that. And you know what? I'll take a set of their clothes. But yeah, they track you down, and then that's once we find our note on this guy. Board the vessel Northern Maiden docked at Ravenrock, take it to Windhelm, then begin your search. Kill the false dragonborn known as Aegis before he reaches Solstheim. Return with word of your success, and Mirak shall be most pleased. So that's to get us to start the Dragonborn DLC, which obviously we're not going to do yet. So.
Good to see you again. How'd that delivery go?
Well, I delivered the supplies.
Quite a climb, wasn't it? Anyway, much appreciated. Here, take this for your troubles.
Thanks. 750 gold, damn. Also, if you ever hear me say something about what pops up in the top left for loot and it's wrong, it's because I can't actually see it. It's covered up by a little symbol there that says, what the hell? Travel to Soul. Oh, that's for the Dragonborn quest, which I don't want. Okay, and then that, we're not, I mean, once again, we could do that. I think we should just continue with the main quest for now. Because it, obviously will let us get to our secret base thing there, which I do want to unlock so that I can see what all is in there. But then once we get that far in the main quest, we'll probably stop doing the main quest for a long time, probably, while we clear up some other stuff. Also, I did manage to figure out how to change her boots. I also gave her the merchant's hat. Oh yeah, by the way, I married Isolde.
Hello, my love. Back from some adventure, I bet. Yes, my love?
Has the
What
store
do you
made
need?
any money?
We have a cozy little profit. Here, this is your share, love.
So once you marry somebody, they will start a store. And I don't think it matters what house you're in or
Some may
anything.
call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
But either way, after you've been gone for a little while, they will then, obviously, you have the ability to ask them if they've made a profit, as I did, and they will give you a certain amount of money. And I think, now this part could be wrong, but I think it's correct, in that the longer you're gone, the more money you'll get, up to a point. So there's like a certain amount of money that they will max out at and then stop gaining money. Now, I generally check in fairly regularly, mainly because, you know, obviously do I put that out? No, I'll put these in here though. Mainly because I do like to come back and sell my stuff fairly regularly. But other than that, yeah, it's just a little bit extra money every now and then. Lucia must be gone again. Maybe she's back up
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, you know.
at Dragon's Reach. She did. I saw her up there the other day. Also, she got a fox. She found a fox and brought it home, and I let her keep it because it's just a cute little fox. So,
everybody in here.
Braith apparently followed me in.
Some may call this
What do you
junk.
have? You know what? Let's
Me,
check
I
out your
call them
apparel. What do you got?
treasure.
Because I know that there's like a bunch of different clothing that got added with the one mod that I downloaded, but I've never actually, like, outside of finding them every once in a while, I don't think I've ever. Oh, do I even have anything to fucking sell you? I don't, do I? I don't know why I came in here. But yeah, I found some of them, but like I don't think I've ever seen any of them
Hello, child of Kinneret.
available to buy, you know. Oh, there's her fox. Did I name the fox? No. Hey, Lucia.
Papa, you're back. Let's play a game.
Sure.
What do you want to play?
Let's play tag.
Okay, you're it.
Wait, I know you.
Yeah, whatever. Here, I guess, I don't know. Is anybody besides you part of this
No,
game?
you got me.
Lucia is it. Keep away from her.
Lately,
Now,
it
is she
feels
actually gonna
more nurse than
chase me, or is she gonna
and
continue
those
playing
who
with the
have
other
suffered
kid?
broken mind and body.
Oh.
You can't catch. You're too slow.
Oh. Hey, look at that. That's cool. I didn't know that. I never really play with the kids like this, and I don't. And most of the time, I use the Hearthfire homes for my family. So like, I don't know where she went. She fell under the bridge, and I. Oh, Braith got caught. I haven't. Oh, there's one. There they are. Still haven't found the other kid, the Battleborn kid that's supposed to give us the quest. Which is very weird, because you would think that... Oh, somebody else got caught. Yeah, I feel like the... I don't know how long this goes on for. Oh, there you go. Completed. Hey, we're done playing. Okay. Thieves Guild
What are you
symbol.
looking at? I'm not afraid of you, you know. Even if you are my Papa.
Time to go home, go do your chores. There,
Wow,
I brought you something.
really?
I brought you a doll.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Divine smile on you, friend.
Anyway, what the hell was I doing? Oh, right, I was going up to Dragon's Reach. So that I could disenchant this thing, or maybe sell it.
Patron of the great
Still
clan.
don't know where Lars is, though.
Name I'm sure you
Battleborn dude, where the fuck is your kid? Because he's the one who activates the quest that we need to do in town here. Oh, shh. Did that last time I was here as well. Really bad at taking that corner for some reason. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I will definitely grind out. I don't know how much grinding I'll do with smithing in between this part and next part. But I feel like I definitely should do at least some and upgrade my armor, because we do tend to get our shit pushed in
Father
just a
says
little
I'm
bit
too young to train with the sword, so I practice.
while we're fighting. So, go conjuration. Now, granted, I also don't have any. Actually, let me see. What do I have for enchantments? Do I have resist frost and fire? Because if you get resist frost and fire, or resist magic, maybe it is. Because yeah, I think if you get resist magic and you put that on shit, you're basically immune to mages. If you get your enchanting high enough in that, which I'll probably do at some point. But once again, I don't know how much I want to do that, because normally when I do it, obviously I just smith up my stuff and enchant it so that I'm like just basically walking tank, like nobody can fucking hurt me basically, but I don't know if I want to do that or
You
not.
tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
Like, I don't know if that would make Let's Play more or less interesting, I guess, you know?
I work with my mother.
Yep,
Sell fruits and
I know you do. Alright, let's see, how long have we been going? Going for 40 minutes.
Wait.
We have our next quest. Also, if you're wondering why they keep saying, wait, I know you, it's because I still have a bounty on my head. Technically, I think I have like a 40 gold bounty or something. Alright. One nice thing about the Daedric quest, though, is that there is a couple where if you do it the wrong way, well, not the wrong way, if you do it a certain way, you will, you'll actually lose the Daedric artifact, so obviously you never get to do them that way, but since I don't need the Daedric artifacts...
Need a ride? Where do you want to go?
Morthal.
Climb and back and we'll be off. I can't wait here forever.
Yeah, thanks. Give me a second to walk to the back of your fucking cart, douche. So I think we'll just go to the location. Just to unlock it. And then I'll end the part. But now, thankfully, Morthal, even though it has this
What's
here,
the Jarl going to do about it?
How are we supposed to feel safe in our own homes?
Please, enough already. I have told Ygritte of your concerns. She'll look after you all. Please, go about your business.
We've no need for wizards in our midst.
Morthal has enough problems as it is.
It's no use. Let's get back to it then.
so yeah, this is about the Daedric quest. That's part of this place. Actually, is that the Daedric quest? Come to think of it, it may not be. But is it? Maybe no, that one's not a Daedric quest. That's just the Morthal quest. Pretty much every major city has like a quest. Now, Whiterun, not so much, I don't think, because it's like a fairly important part of the main quest itself. But like this one has that. Dawnstar actually has a Daedric quest. Solitude has one with a wolf queen, I do believe. Riften, well, maybe Riften doesn't, but it does have the Thieves Guild there. Come to think that I'm not sure that Winterhold does either, but you know, once again, it has the Mages College there. So maybe that, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. What is Falkreath, though? Does Falkreath have any? I mean, the Dark Brotherhood is there. Oh, right. Animals won't attack me for 24 hours. But that doesn't mean I can't attack them. That was really fucking weird there for a second. Just walking by and they're like, ah, beep, beep, beep. And it's like, wait, what? But right. Now I don't know where, because like they seem to turn and like start to run off somewhere, but I don't know where they were, where exactly it was they were going. Oh, and there's a Stormcloak camp over here somewhere. Guess I could use that to go hunting bears, but... Well, these guys seem to be a lot weaker than the last few guys we fought. Hide armor, worthless, necromancer, fire salts. Mud crab, reward. I should actually keep those fire salts because that's for, you need 3 of them for a quest. So I should probably not use them like I did the last ones I had. That one's just dead. Maybe the necromancer was fighting them? Could be. God, there's a lot of death belts around here though, like damn. Anything out that way? Hoping maybe to see a bear, but I don't know if bears spawn out here. But anyway, we made it. Just outside the dungeon. Another dead bandit. And that's that. Alright, so yeah, we'll end the part here because this part will probably take longer than we want to. And like I said, in between parts, I'll probably try and smith up. Get some smithing and enchanting going. Well, I don't know about enchanting. Although, smithing up my armor wouldn't really help against the dragons since I kind of need resistance for those. But either way, I'll try and do some stuff to make myself a bit more durable in between parts. So thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next week for more.